You know, a lot of people ask me what I do for work, and I tell them I just run around and look at dirt. Hello everybody, and welcome back to the BuildWitt vlog. Today we are coming to you south of Denver, Colorado, in Castle Rock, Colorado, and we are here visiting Bemas Construction, one of my favorite companies to visit because their operations are just beautiful. The earth moving in Colorado is just beautiful. Everything is amazing. Bemas was started by Larry Ames in the 90s. Larry Ames, a legend in the dirt world, built Ames Construction with his father, Dick Ames, for decades. It got to a point where he said, hey, I just want to go back to moving dirt. I don't want this big, billion-dollar company and everything that comes with it. So he bought a scraper spread and started moving dirt here in Colorado, and that's what they do to this day, is just move dirt. They're masters at their craft. These dozers don't sit still. These scrapers don't sit still. I mean, I watched that dozer push a scraper, the scraper takes off, and then he puts his damn ripper into the ground and starts ripping right where he is. They don't waste any time. They don't waste any movements. These guys are moving. And that's what makes it so much fun to watch, is because you can tell they are true masters at their craft. And it's hard not to appreciate anybody, any company who's really good at what they do. The site we're standing on right now is a residential subdivision. In Colorado, the soil is very expansive, so they have to remove it and then compact it again, work some moisture into it, do some moisture conditioning, and then you can build houses on it. What happens is, what would be a few 100,000-yard grading project in anywhere else in the country ends up being millions of yards in Colorado, because you have to haul all of this dirt out, sometimes 10, 20 plus feet, 20-foot cuts, and then you replace all of that soil again. And so that's what's happening here. There's this massive cut. They're placing the soil in an area they've already cut before, and then they'll move to another cut, and all of the soil they're removing is going to be replaced, compacted, and will form a nice foundation for homes. What's behind me, a new community with parks and all, everything you'd need as a person to live out here in Castle Rock. So that's the finished community. Now in the middle here, you have a new road being paved as we speak, and that is soon going to be turned over to the home builders that will then build all of those homes right there. And then where we're standing right now, where Bemas has been working, is what is going to be that in a few months. It'll be that infrastructure, that water, that sewer. These communities don't happen by accident. It all starts with Bemas right here, moving dirt to make it happen. This spread in particular is comprised of 631 Caterpillar scrapers. They're single engine machines, so they have one engine driving the front axle. There's no power on that rear axle. They're not like 657, 627, 637s With 2 engines, they just have 1. So that means to load effectively, you need to put a dozer behind them. You'll see they have the D9s in the cut pushing the scrapers, and then they also have some D8s working the cut as well. A lot of people ask why they run normal blades on their dozers. So they have D9s. They love the D9 size. It's a good size to push 31s, and it's easier to transport than a D10 and a lot cheaper than a D10. You go from D9 to D10, that's a huge jump. If you had those push blades, those smaller blades on these machines, yeah, they might be a little bit better for pushing, but you couldn't then just go up on the top of a hill and start cutting material and start prepping your next cut. So it makes the machines more versatile. It's a little bit of a trade-off. I don't even think it's that much of a trade-off in this application, but it makes those machines more versatile so you can use them not only to push scrapers, but also to push dirt, which is what a dozer should do. You'll notice that none of these machines, including the dozers, are running GPS. So how do they know when they're done? How do they know where to cut? They know because of this guy right here. He runs around in the cut with a rover and he pounds stakes indicating where they need to cut more, where the cut's done. So he's the one essentially orchestrating a lot of this. You have your foreman on site that lays out the actual cuts and fills and coordinates the big picture, but the grade checker is the real hero of the actual operation.
Yeah, this is the street service.
That's the street?
This is the street. Once we get all these ring ones, it's gonna be another 14 feet cut that way. Yeah, in this area we cut almost 100 foot.
Scrapers, as I always explain, love this dry, soft material. So this, it's like this sandy with, sand with a little bit of clay mixed in here. It's not very hard. They do have cutting edges on the scrapers. The machines, the dozers are ripping so the scrapers can load faster, but these machines, these scrapers can get through this material real quickly. There's no rock back here. There's no blasting. There's no none of that. There's no nonsense. It's just dirt. So that's why you can run these big scraper spreads here in Denver, Colorado. Truck and excavator, yeah, it would work, but it would be slower and it would be more expensive. The cheaper you can move dirt, the more money you make. If a contractor came in here and bidded and started to bid this work with excavator and trucks, they wouldn't win because the price would be too high. You can't do it cheaper than this in this application. It just doesn't work. Rental car of the day, Toyota Sequoia. This is the off-road version of the machine. We are here off-road. There's no roads here. And the reason why we're standing here right now is that it's become part of the road.
Aaron wanted to chase down some chickens.
Well, in fairness, this looks pretty dry. This looks dry right here. That does not.
It's the tires that are really killing us.
Uh-huh. And a little bit of user error. All right, so we're gonna let's shoot some BuildWitt training content here. Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of BuildWitt Training. Today we're gonna be talking to you about driving off-road and the importance of engaging four-wheel drive before you need it. What's up, man?
How you doing?
So we are incompetent,
Okay.
and we got our vehicle stuck over there.
Okay.
Like,
In the mud?
yeah, just on the other side of him.
Okay.
Is there any way, I know you guys are working.
What is it, a vehicle or is it something that I can...
SUV. We're not that stuck. You're the man.
Are you guys trying to get to the other side?
Yeah, we're trying to get to the scrapers.
Yeah, I wouldn't go through here. There's,
We've
actually
learned that.
There's actually another entrance.
Nice job.
Like a 7-minute delay. Where I'm standing on right now is about a 15-foot cut that they're just starting. We noticed they're running sprinklers on the other side of the berm there. That's called pre-wet. That's why this soil is nice and soft and not all dusty. It helps get that moisture into the soil before they start moving the dirt. So all of this has been pre-wetted, and then they're coming in making their first cuts. But from where I'm standing, it needs to go 15 feet down, and then we'll come back up as they move across in that direction. That concludes our day with Bemas. We saw that one site in Castle Rock. Here we are just off I-70 east of Denver, another residential development. This place is just blowing up. These residential developments are all over the place, and Bemas is one of the go-to earth moving contractors in town to knock them out. I love coming out here. Again, I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. I can't talk. I'm so excited. I can't talk. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe you learned something about scrapers today. Maybe you learned something about moving dirt today. Maybe you just enjoyed today. Whatever it was, we're happy to have you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay dirty, everybody. Scrapers!
Those spinning tires remind you of anything?
Nope. Chase, do you think they're gonna notice?
I don't think they're gonna notice. Yeah. I would say that's the only thing giving it away, but other than that, it looks fine, I think.
Yeah, this is. All right.